Hello guys, this is mmorpg and today we are having a new video. I am starting a new project which is gonna include a series of videos called Everything You Need to Know About. And we're gonna break down Season 3 and Season 4 bosses in order. 95s, 100s, and 105. I'm gonna give you some tips, I'm gonna show you the gameplay, and hopefully by the end of each video you're gonna be like super extremely confident with what are you doing and knowing all the patterns, how to deal with them, how to survive, how to deal the DPS. As always, if you find these kind of videos helpful, please leave a like, subscribe button of course, this will be greatly appreciated. I love it, I love you all. So today we're going to start with Dullahan, which is a level 95 raid. The battle is called The Missing Soul. I'm going to show you a video, and we will break down the patterns, we'll break down the phases, what to do, how to do, so you'll be fully prepared for that. If you're ready, then what are we waiting for? Huh? Let's go. So, Dullahan. Let's see, quick battle. Dulla's attack cap is 27,500. If we look a little bit deeper into it, we need 155 critical to crit cap him to have 50% chance of critical hit chance, and 140 critical resistance to make sure that the critical hits, the chance that he will critically hit us, will be the lowest possible, which is 3%. If we go and see the quick battle requirements, you need 36,000 power, and power is your attack plus defense, and the technique of 195, which is balance plus critical. Dullahan doesn't have counterforce requirements, so you don't need to worry about it. Just like the other three bosses that are going to be after that. So this is pretty much it. This is all you need to know. Always keep in mind that if you don't have a Goddess Guidance buff on you, which is a newbie buff, you will have to make sure that you're dealing at least 7% damage in these raids. Because if you fail to do so, you're going to end up only receiving 1 core. So please keep that in mind. Well, that's about the stats and caps. Let's get to the gameplay. Alright, well, we are inside. Dullahan is the first boss you're probably going to encounter in the party play, where you're going to play with, with other players. He is by far the easiest, the slowest, and the easiest boss out of them all, so please don't be too afraid of him. Yes, he does bite, yes, he does deal some quite nasty damage, especially if you are running low defense, low critical resistance, but it's, with practice, the experience will come. So let's get into it. Going through this intro real quick, we're fighting this animated piece of armor right here. He's gonna die pretty quickly, because obviously this is a single mode that I'm doing. This is the first pattern, the double swing. It has a little weird hitbox, so keep that in mind. Just a single hit right here. You need to make sure at this charge that he did right here. Let's watch it again. After this single hit, he does that one swing and then lunges back and forward to you. So careful with that. Another single hit right here, and another one. It doesn't really do much, really. At 9 bars, he destroys the jail that is in the center of the map, and reveals this block of ice or whatever, that thingy, which contains the soul of Dullahan, that pretty lady ghost. At this point, this pattern, just 2 single hits, nothing to worry about it, just dodge or block through them. This is pretty much an anti-range, even though he can use that in melee as well. Let's go back a little bit right here. So he jumps. He jumps right here. Obviously, you can see these AoE zones. So if you're standing close to him, they might damage you, so be prepared to dodge at that time where he lands when he thrusts his sword, so you don't get damaged. After that, after a little bit of delay, you will see that you are, if you're in melee, you are in the inner circle, so stay there. Stay there. Don't go outside of the inner circle, or you're gonna get damaged, heavily damaged by some ice, whatever ice stuff, icicles. And after a short delay, he releases a shockwave. So watch out for that. After he gets to 8 bars, you can see him walking here and obviously failing to destroy the ice cube first. And then he just walks in and destroys it. At 8 bars, Dullahan gains a shield right here. If you can see, as you can see, there are these runes on the ground that they will start flashing blue at some point. That means that you're gonna acquire this secondary weapon, which is a bomb that you can throw at his neck, and if you successfully do that, it will break Dullahan. He will be temporarily stunned, and the soul will split from him. Now, people in the quick battle, they don't usually do that. They just continue DPSing Dullahan because his shield has been drastically nerfed, and he just doesn't receive, as much damage. Well, he's shielded, but the shield, as I said, was already nerfed, so you just continue DPSing him. Don't really need to worry about it. There are 2 different scenarios that can follow here. You either split his soul, but you will have to fight Dullahan and the soul at the same time, and the soul can be a little bit nasty. It can freeze you, it can be annoying, or you can not split the soul and just DPS Dullahan while he has the shield, but you're gonna do less damage to him. So, pick your poison. This pattern that we're looking at right here, ends up with the red attack, so please be careful. Let's slow it down a little bit here. He does a double swing. Right over here, that's the first swing, right? And then follows up another swing. Wait, hold on. There we go. That's the first swing. And then the second swing. And with the third hit comes the red attack. And you have to time it well if he's targeting you, because if you don't time it well and dodge to the side, obviously you're going to get hit, you're going to receive, I'm not quite sure, I think it's 3,500 damage flat with that, so careful with that. Now, this is just a taunt, he's taunting you, use that to freely DPS him there. This pretty much is an anti-range right there, so everyone who's a ranged character, like Kai or Chainblade Vela, just watch out for that. The final thrust is, can be really dangerous. Another 2 hit right there. The jump attack, whatever thingy. You see, Dula is quite slow, as I said, so he doesn't really possess that much of a threat. The recovery animation is pretty long, so you will have all the time to, just freely sandbag, DPS him. Also, he doesn't really have a lot of patterns, which makes him one of the easiest bosses, and I suggest for everyone to, whenever they want to learn their class, to practice in Dullahan, because he's just, he's easy, man. He's so easy. A very good practice dummy right over there. This is a anti-range. He starts flying towards you, sends the as you saw, sends these homing ice balls at you, and then does this frost attack, the frost laser. And that's pretty much it when it comes to like regular patterns of Dula. Now, once Dula reaches 3 bars, he does his thrust again, but please be careful here. The difference between the pattern that I showed you at the start of the video and this one is that he's gonna release a red shockwave. It's undodgeable, unblockable. You can only true iframe through it, but you don't really need to worry about it much. So stay in the inner circle right here, and once he releases the red circle, the unblockable, just run away from it. After that, he is gonna go to the middle and do the ghost phase. Where you will have to just survive and dodge the ghosts that are coming your way, freezing, damaging you. He does it only once, because he's been nerfed, and you can't stall him anymore. So he will, regardlessly of what you do, if you're standing in front of him doing whatever, he will ignore you completely and go to the middle and do his stuff. At this point, watch out for the red attacks of the red shockwaves that are coming from the middle. Watch out for the ghosts. Keep on moving all the time, and if you're confident enough, you can just block, stand in one place and block. If you don't have blocks, just dodge or blink and do whatever. So if the ghost hits you, you're gonna be frozen for a couple of seconds, which leaves you vulnerable. But in the party play, if you have a Fiona or a Spell Whip Arisha, you can just hide behind a Fifi. Because she's just gonna stand in her block and receive 0 damage. Or stay close to a Spell Whip Arisha. She can use Mana Dissonance to destroy these ghosts and absorb them and gain mana from that, protecting everyone around her as well. After the phase ends, he jumps back in, hits you with a couple of shockwaves, then releases a massive shockwave after that. And at this point, all the patterns that he did, he just repeats them, and you just take him down until he is defeated. And this is it. That's Dullahan for you. As I said, nothing too hard about it. You might struggle a little bit with the last phase, with the ghost phase, but you'll get a hang on it. And eventually are gonna be really good at it. So this is pretty much it, covering Dullahan, the Missing Soul, and our first video in our project, in our series of videos about the bosses and their patterns. Now, a quick note. I do remember that I owe you the Bridget guide, the third Redeemer. I'm still not quite ready with it. I need just a little bit more time. I think I will finish it in a couple of weeks after the Nile update, so maybe like 2-3 weeks, and it will be ready. So hang on. Please bear with me. It's gonna be there. It's gonna be awesome. You will love it. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. This was Legend Arma TV. Like, subscribe buttons. I love you all. Please be safe. I love you. Bye.